Yeah, first and foremost, thank you to Xbox. They sent over the Elite Series 2 controller to me earlier this week. So I've had it now, I don't know, about 3 or 4 days, something like that. And I tweeted this out the other day, and the comments are hilarious. But this is the best controller I've ever used. And I don't say that lightly because, hey, I have an Astro C40. I have like 3 different SCUF controllers across Xbox and PlayStation. Obviously, the original DualShock 4 and original Xbox One controller. So I have them all. But this controller, this Elite Series 2, for everything that you're able to do with it, number one is the comfort. They have the grips completely around the controller now. You pick it up, whether you're holding it on the top, bottom, whatever, you have that grip. So you don't feel like this thing is going to slip out of your hands. If your hands are sweaty, whatever, very solid grip on it. The other thing is just the customization that you're able to do with this. The fact that, these joysticks, I mean, you literally can just pull them out. You can swap them at will. It's super easy. You don't need like a key thing to do it or anything like that. It's very easy to do. Even on the back with the paddles, like I've actually taken the paddles off right now. Because I've not been using them, but the paddles, everything is high quality, easy to swap those out. The triggers, there's 3 different levels of tension that you can do with the triggers, as far as if you want the quick, like just a quick press to just shoot really fast, or if you want the long push, or you want something in between, you're able to set that independently on each trigger. Very easy to do as well. But then it also does come with a key if you want to fine tune that even more than that. Again, very easy to do. The D-pad, because you see on all the marketing, they have that circular D-pad. That's easy to swap out. You can put a traditional D-pad on here as well. Both are very responsive. And again, like I said, with the joysticks, you have the different level of joysticks. You have the indented, you have the dome, you have a like tall one, short one, whatever you want to do. You can easily swap these out back and forth. And the other big thing about this that I enjoy just on a personal level is it does USB-C now, which just makes it so much easier to plug and play versus using that mini USB. Plug it in, easy to charge it in a wall. You could use it comes with that case. It comes with a charger inside the case, but you can actually take it out if you want, but you can actually charge it inside the case. Again, you're able to keep all your joysticks in there. You're able to keep the paddles in there. It's just a quality package overall, man. It's everything that you want it to be, but the most important thing, which people really care about, is how does it feel when you're actually playing a game? Very responsive. Like I said, it just feels good in your hand. I mean, look, we've been saying forever that the Xbox controller, be it the 360 or now into the Xbox One, is the default controller that most people use, right? It is considered the best controller. So this Series 2 iteration on what they did with the Elite Series 1 just takes it to another level, because like I've been saying on social media, it just feels expensive. It just feels expensive when you pick it up. This does not feel like a cheap plastic-y product. It feels very quality. The weight on it, it's not too light, it's not too heavy. It has a good balance in between. And I think a lot of that has to do with them now having the internal charger now versus the batteries or the battery pack that you have in that takes a lot of the weight out. So very easy to use. Obviously it has Bluetooth, so you can connect in any Bluetooth device, iOS, whatever you want. And then obviously it's an Xbox controller, so you can hook it up to your Xbox controllers. You can connect it to the PC. Works on both just fine. I mean, it's great. This is, in my opinion, the best controller that I've ever used, and right now the leader in the clubhouse for anyone looking for those expensive, customizable. Excuse me, I'm from the South. Customizable controllers that you want to be able to use. And look, it's not cheap. It's $180 US if you want to buy it. And that pauses me on just comments that I've seen on social media, because I have an unboxing video. If you go to my YouTube channel, you can check that out. And, I've just been posting pictures and everything on social media, and the comments are hilarious. Like I got one just now, right before we recorded, which made me laugh.
Please read it.
I'm hoping I can find it here really quick. And I'm doing this real time. So, okay. So this guy says to me, he goes, hey, because I had said it's the best controller I'm using. And he goes, yeah, that's great until 3 months from now when the grips fall off. I'll stick with my SCUF. And I find that hilarious, because people are like upset at me for saying that I really enjoy the controller. But what else am I supposed to say? Of course it's not 3 months from now, a year from now. I don't know what's going to happen then. I can only tell you what's happening right now today, having it in my hands. And if you compare it to an original Xbox One controller or compare it to the original Elite controller, the build quality is night and day. So yeah, I know the original had issues with, it breaking and things like that, and just, the grips running off. But this one just, again, I've only had it for a few days. I don't think this one's going to have that problem, but I'm not Miss Leo, so I can't see the future. I don't know what's going to happen 90 days from now. Mm-hmm. But as we stand here today, it's just a quality product. So the other question that I've been getting a lot is it worth the $180 price? And I answer it this way. If you're a hardcore gamer, if you're into playing a lot of just competitive gaming and hours and hours and hours of gaming, and you want that slight edge that potentially a customizable controller like this could give you, it's probably worth it. Because obviously a lot of people buy SCUF controllers, people buy that Astro C40, things like that. So this absolutely fits into that market of expensive controllers. But you have to answer that question if you're hardcore enough of a gamer or competitive enough of a gamer that you're willing to drop $180. Because I got people sending me, oh, of course you say that, hashtag freebie and all that stuff. Look, what do you want me to do? Yes, Xbox sent me the controller. Yes, I got it for free. But would I invest my money into this? Yes, because I play games enough that, yes, I would spend the money on that, but that's my choice. And you have to answer that question for yourself. All I can tell you is this, that when you pick it up, there is absolutely a difference between this controller and the standard Xbox One controller.
See, the first controller that came out a couple of years ago, I actually bought it. I know the first time we heard about this, and we even spoke with Aaron. Remember this, Paris? A couple of years ago, we were like, man, but why? I think the first one was $150, I think it was, the controller. And we even asked him,
200. I thought it was 200 at launch.
Was it 200?
Yeah, it was.
I can't remember.
It's pretty pricey.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. I bought it. So we were having this discussions between us, like, behind the scenes. We were like, with Paris and Pete, like, man, but that's very expensive. But at that time, we couldn't understand why an expensive controller like this was like on that price, right? But once I bought it, I get it now. It's something that it's an investment, and if you're gonna make that investment, you already know it's gonna be some high price controller. But remember too, man, like once I got that, I customized it, like similar to yours, Paris, the way how you like it, and it lasted me. It still to this day, it works. It's working fine for me, man. Yeah, it had some couple issues here and there, but I think controller wise, it was like so worth it, man. So worth it. And now I know PlayStation have theirs now, right? Is it still with the same company, or is there
PlayStation doesn't have an official controller. It's
license, right? That's what it is.
It's people like SCUF, Astro obviously has their version of it, things like that. To another question I didn't answer on here was the battery life. What is it? It's rated at around 40 hours. I have not recharged this thing since I've gotten it, and it's been fine. I mean, it doesn't seem like the battery's going to go out anytime soon. So again, battery life is good, and it's obviously rechargeable, like I said, via USB-C. So it just makes it a lot more convenient. I know people are asking me, where have I been using it on? I have used it on the Xbox One X, and I've used it on the PC. It's just been flawless on both. No issues at all. Like I said,
what games?
Doesn't matter.
No, just want to know, like, what type of games?
The games that I play. How about that?
Wow. What I play. Wow.
No, wow, dude, of course. I've been playing Destiny 2 and Division 2, so I mean, it ain't hard on what I've been playing.
Yeah, that's true.
And yeah, it's been fine. It's been good. Because matter of fact, I was streaming the other day, and I started out when I was streaming. I was playing Destiny 2 on the Xbox, Danny. I was playing Destiny 2. And
really?
I started off using the original Xbox controller, and then midway through, I swapped over to the Elite while I was playing, and it was good. It was fine.
Now, for games like that, for like Destiny and the Division, right, and using the controller, the trigger, which version are you using from the triggers? I know you said there are 3 different ones, right?
I'll tell you right now. So, and this won't show up to people watching on Twitch. So, my aim. The left trigger I have at default, so I have to do a full press down to do aim by sight, aim down sights. But for my shooting button, the right trigger, I have it at the medium setting. So it's not like just super, super clicky, but I don't have to do a full press down to get my shots off. And it works, dude. I love it. That's just my preference. So that's how I'm using it. And I do that the same on the Astro C40 as well, just the same setup. And that works for me. Also, as far as my Joy-Cons, joysticks, whatever you call it, I use the short one for my movement, but then I use the tall stick for my aiming. It just works for me. That's what I like to do. And again, you can swap this to whatever you want it to be. It really just comes down to your comfort level. And I use the, what do you call it, like the wide indented joystick, because I like that pressing kind of just grip that I get with it versus the dome, and that works for me as well. But again, that's the beauty of these type of controllers, is you just have that customization to do whatever works for you. Concave, that's what the chat told me as I break the fourth wall. Concave, that's the joystick that I use. That's what I like to use. So thank you. See, I'm from St. Petersburg. I don't know nothing.
All right, cool, man. Anything else about the controller, Paris?
No, it's great. And again, thank you to Xbox for sending it over to me. That was a lot of fun. I know everyone kind of got it on the same day, so you saw these revealed tweets and unboxing videos and all that. Yeah. So yeah, thank you to Xbox for that. I really appreciate it.